Were y'all watching Real Housewives of Atlanta? I hope y'all were watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think this was episode 5 or 6, I think. And yeah, this was some nutty buddy ass stuff. Like I can't express to y'all how entertained I was. Okay, so I'm just going. Oh, hold on, y'all like my washing? Go. Okay, wait, hold up. Before I really get into my notes, I would like to say hello to all my new subscribers. I'm very happy you guys are here with me. I hope you enjoyed this review. And to all my old subscribers, I love you all. You all know this. In my last video, I upset some people. I pissed some people off. So much so that I had to disable the comments on my video because I got tired of people saying the same shit to me. And I always feel like the guiltiest people speak the loudest. If I say something, I always say some people. In my last video, I mentioned that some perm women I felt are a little brainwashed because they feel unattractive with their natural texture of hair. I didn't say completely natural. I didn't say go without deodorant. I didn't say no color. I didn't say don't comb. Like, I didn't say none of that fuckery. All I said was some women who feel like they need a perm or need a weave when they have hair on their heads in order to feel attractive, I felt that those women were brainwashed. And this is not a bad thing. It is the downside of being an African American. It is the downside of having a history where you were taught to dislike certain things about yourself, like your kinky hair or your dark skin. And I thought that any African American educated young woman who knows their history would know that this is something that happens in our culture. But some people got really upset with me, and I just want to apologize to all those people. Why am I apologizing? Wait. Oh, right, because you didn't understand anything that I said. So I'm sorry you didn't understand what I said. And furthermore, if we're going to keep coming at me about it, I would just not have comments on any of these videos. And because I didn't block anybody or anything from that, because I feel like everybody should have their own opinion. You know what I mean? I just don't like when people are calling me nappy headed and getting mad at me. Why don't you get mad at the white people that make you feel like shit for, being yourself? Why don't you get mad at those people instead of getting mad at me for stating the truth? Everybody comes on here and says they love me because I'm so real. And when I speak some real shit that y'all may not be ready for, y'all ready to dislike my video and say fuck me. Because I have, to me, I feel a mindset on some shit that I feel like is the truth, and I refuse to change no matter what anybody comments and says. So honestly, I'm gonna say I got into my feelings a little bit, but then I decided that if you didn't understand what I meant, you really are not worth a rant video to me, because I made one and deleted it because I was like, I'm not even about to let anybody see me in that shade. I'm gonna hit y'all with that Phaedra. Well, okay. And I'm gonna move on. I hit y'all with that Phaedra. Bitch, I totally ignore you and send you some flowers. Have a wonderful day. All right, so yeah, let's start at the beginning of the episode, right? Okay. Croy, can you please get your Texas Chainsaw Massacre looking ass back in that fucking Jeep and skeet y'all ass back to y'all, what is it y'all living in now? Townhouse? Could you get back there? See, let me understand something. When people come, like, this shit is so fake, because when people go to dinner and sit down and have a conversation at a table and eat and have drinks, who leaves their man in the car for the whole conversation, the whole little dinner? Who does that? Somebody that has no intentions on staying for the entire meal. That too. And who is that person? None other than yo bitch Kim. I don't like Kim. Can I say that again? I really don't like Kim. I really don't. The way she acted with her, her pregnant wig ass, like, all I can say is I'm so glad that she won't be returning. Bacon, you put on some more tea? I'm really glad that she won't be returning. And I don't know what she think about, people actually wanting to see her show. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm not the least bit interested in her bratty ass kids and her fucking redneck of a husband. I'm just not. Sorry. My bad. Oops. Did it again. Not interested. Moving on. So then, She's screaming at the camera, y'all gonna get a fucking lawsuit because Corey getting all in the camera talking about, no man, back up. And it was like, don't touch the cameras. Don't touch the cameras because y'all broke asses cannot afford to get them fixed, okay? We all know y'all ain't got no money. So if y'all ain't got no money, how y'all gonna pay for the cameras that y'all break? This ain't no fucking paparazzi. This is a reality TV show that y'all signed up for and get a paycheck for. So I am not here for all of that. Get the fucking camera out of my face. Get out of my face. I am not here for that, Kim. I am not here for that, Croy. Croy, you are very, like, go sit your ass down. Have several seats. Have all of the seats that you can find. Have cushions. Have sofas. Have beds. Have fucking futons. Have big comfy chairs like that brown one over there. Have a long lounge one like that brown one over there. I don't know, but I know you need to sit down some damn well because what was you gonna do? This skinny ass black dude, who I know you probably could have tackled his ass, was like, dude, get in your car, take the girl home. Please get in the car. And he got his ass in the car. It didn't take too much coercion to get your big football playing neck ass in the car. Stop with all this fake shit. You ain't about to do nothing. You ain't about to do nothing. Anyway, so Kim gets her ass up out of there, and Candy and all of them are sitting there talking about how they had to pass up on opportunities to make moolah, to make that bread, to make money because of Kim and her pregnancy. And I'm just feeling like they have every right to be pissed off at Kim. That's very inconsiderate of her. But I also feel like them hoes shouldn't have made no kind of accommodations for Kim because Kim plays that same role every time. They shouldn't have made any accommodations for her. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Anyway, so then, while they're at the table talking, Cynthia throws a slight little bit of shade at Kenya when she says that everybody at the table has kids. Oh, well, except for you, Kenya. I was just like, y'all can say what y'all want to, but that was Cynthia definitely throwing some classy shade your way. And I'm just saying, it was wonderful. I caught it. Then Candy discovers that she knows Walter. She know Walter. Everybody know Walter. Girl, you know Walter, the one that come and drop off that girl every Saturday to get her nails done. And that one day the lady had thought that was his daughter, but that wasn't his daughter. That was his date. And everybody was like, oh, yes. Total episode from Martin out this bitch. I'm so for real, y'all. I'm so for real. Everybody knows Walter. I've heard that in Atlanta, Walter is quite the gentleman. He is quite the ladies' man. And Kenya's in another universe. Stratosphere. She's out. She's out.
Come back to the Milky Way.
She's not here. She said I feel like David Ruffin out this bitch. I mean, I don't know where this hoe is talking about. You know? I don't know what we doing. But anyway, so, you know, they all start joking, and Kenya says that she likes Candy, so she is not mad anymore about Walter asking Candy out, because we all know a couple of episodes ago she had a nervous breakdown because he told her that one time he asked Candy out and Candy said no. Well, Candy said he's a friend of a friend of a friend. So there you go. Anyway, so Nene was just so funny this episode, and can I just say her not being so antisocial is very entertaining to watch. And I think that after she watched the last season and saw how that plays on screen, she decided that she no longer needed to act that way, because that is not entertaining to watch you sit up there and try to be bougie. Okay, bitch? We remember 3 seasons ago, you in that awful ass blonde weave. We remember it, okay? You are not erasing that from anybody's memory. So why don't you accept it, understand it, love it, and let us be there with you. Let us be there with you. I mean, ghetto-wise. Like, don't pass us up with the bougie shit. Don't do that, okay? Don't do it. Come back down. That's all I'm saying. But she was joking and saying that she gonna make a new song, and she is going to law school. And they didn't know whether she was joking or playing until she said law school. We know Nene ain't doing that shit. And she said she gonna make a song called No More Excuses. Ow, ow, no more excuses. Ow. Ow, I said I can't come to your party, bitch. Ow, ow, because I really don't like you. Ow, ow, but I'm not gonna tell you. Ow, I enter, you get me to the party and I leave out early. Then you ask me why and I say, bitch, I really don't like you. I say no more excuses. Ow. Ow. That was right off the dome if you know anything about me. Anyway, so then we get to Candy and Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce has on a nasty fucking grandma wig, y'all. And, and they start talking about Ty, and y'all know that Candy has a history with her mom not liking the guys that she dates. So she has been very, slow of, trying to ask her mom what her opinion is about Todd. Or Ty, whatever his name is. His name Todd? His name is Todd, right? Okay. And Mama Joyce says she likes Todd. She likes Todd. She don't know what the hell Candy talking about. So all the signs for Todd are looking good. The mama like him. Candy like him. The friends like him. He's nice looking-ish. Got a big old head, nice goatee. Love it. Whatever you like, Candy. Must be tearing it down. Okay, kickstand. But, they start to talk about Kim. And when Mama Joyce brings up how the fuck you gonna have your mama escorted out of your party, out of your wedding like a common criminal? Yes, they played it back, y'all. They played the motherfucking tape back from when Kim had her mother and her father escorted out of her wedding by the police because they used the bathroom in her house. She said, I just want them out of here. I can't do it. I want them out of here. It is very plain to Candy and to everybody else that Kim cares no more about anyone but her husband and her kids. And I only think that she cares about her kids because she has no choice but to care about her kids. I'm just saying, to me, it's all about Croy and the new babies that Croy has made, okay? Let's be real. Have we seen them two little girls, but 2 times this whole season? Fall to the background. Fall to the background. Just telling y'all. Anyway, so, what they were saying, oh yeah, so anyway, the pregnant wig is only worried about herself. That was all I had to say about that. Okay, so then we get to Peter. And Peter is all excited. Well, Peter and Cynthia are meeting with Portia and Cordell supposedly. Peter is very excited. He's coming on himself with excitement for meeting Cordell Stewart. Okay? And I know that he's a Jamaican and it's very unlikely that he is a gay Jamaican. But he shows very gay-like qualities to me. Okay? And one of those things is being way too fucking excited to see another dude. I don't give a fuck what this dude do. Short of being Jesus Christ, you need not be that damn excited. I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, so I'm saying unless it's the nigga knocking on the door with the check.
Right. Unless you Ed McMahon.
Unless you Ed McMahon out there, bitch. Calm down. Bring it down a little bit. Just a little bit. All right? Get the come off your leg. Chill out. So anyway, Portia shows up alone. So Peter's, he's very upset about this. He wasn't here for this shit, okay? So she ends up talking about how her and Cordell met. I found out because my boo knew, that Cordell was from down here. He went to John Eric. That's on the West Bank. That's New Orleans, if you want to think about it like that. I call that Jefferson Parish. So that's in Louisiana. That's down here. So he's from down here. And Portia was saying that he was country. And let me tell you something. My boo, country with the suits. Country with the suits. Sorry, baby. But the pinstripes, I don't know why. But, when they're so big, I think that, it's kind of country. So I totally understand where Portia was coming from. It's no shade. It's no shade at all. But it's like you either country and you eventually learn how to dress like this one did. Thank God. And like Cordell did, obviously. Or you go from being country to being baggy jeans and big old white tees to now all of a sudden V-neck tight ass shirts and skinny jeans, but you still sagging them. And then you got on a belt. And I never understand that, right? I never really get that, right? That shit still kind of irks me, right? I don't get it. Why do you have on skinny jeans, but you sagging them, but you got on a belt? Anybody understand that? Because I don't. Anyway. Moving on, I'm sorry. Just totally get, off the subject. So, they were talking about how they met. And, she said he dressed country. But, the story, he had money. She got over it. Anyway, so Peter all of a sudden invites... Oh, no. Cynthia told Portia about Kenya inviting herself on the trip. Which we all know you do not do. But Peter hurry up and invites Cordell and Portia to come on the trip with them. And Cynthia was like, okay, that was a little premature. Skeet. You know, like how you gonna invite people we don't know? But they was cool with it because we're all castmates and everybody has had a background check. So it's cool. We gonna go on this trip. So, but Cynthia feels like any enemy of Kenya is a friend of hers. And I just kind of feel like, Cynthia, let it the fuck go. Because in all realness, like, it ain't gonna be about you. It's not gonna be about you. I don't know why, but I feel like after the shit that happened with Faith, well, no, you know what? We moving on into the episode. I don't want to jump ahead on y'all. I don't want to be premature. You know what I mean? I don't want to pre-ejaculate my point. You understand? So anyway, they all meet up at the airport, and Peter is fawning over Cordell Stewart and his football neck, okay? And then Candy gets there alone and says that Todd couldn't show up, which everybody's like, oh, and I feel bad for her because I was like, wait, I thought the motherfucker was on the trip. But it was all tricks and games because he came and put the D on a booty. And she turns around like, what the fuck? And it was him. He played a trick. He came. And I'm so glad because she did not want to go on that trip with them females without him. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have wanted to either. That is not the business. But again, can we go back to Candy's booty and her curly wet weave? Loved it. All right. So, yeah, Candy, get it in. So, Kenya starts, when they get on the plane, and Kenya says she's wondering if someone will get proposed to on this trip. And I'm like, bitch, what world are you living in? Are you completely, like, blocking the signs that this nigga does not want to do this with you? This nigga is not nowhere near wanting to marry you. This nigga don't even want to put a motherfucking ring on your toe, bitch. This nigga don't even want to put a bracelet on your wrist because it's too much like a ring on your finger. Like, he don't want to do nothing like that with you. Let me tell you something, boo. Walter is a old school player who was in his 20s in the 90s, which is why he has that, that Moesha Daddy haircut. But he still dresses kind of hip, okay? Like, he drives trucks. He's like Kenny Chadway from Soul Food. So I like Walter. I don't like Walter for her. I think Walter need him a regular bitch. One without collagen and up in this area right here. I don't know what it is. And everybody says that Kenya is so gorgeous in person. Let me just say this. Kenya probably was gorgeous in person in the 90s, pre-40s, pre-surgery fillers in the cheekage. Because I hate when the bitches get the cheekage. I don't know what it is, but it makes their faces look so obscure. I'm just not here for it. Anyway, everybody's showing up. Eventually everybody shows up to the airport. I mean, I'm sorry, we're already on the damn plane. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so then we get off it, and then we get on a boat, because everywhere in Hawaii, where are we at? Aguila? I'm okay. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all thought I was gonna do it. Anyway, so they get there, and Kenya takes the reins of the boat and drives the boat so fast that Cynthia titty pop out her dress. And I'm just like, Cynthia, now you know your old ass need to have on a bra. No, I'm just playing. I mean, bitch, if your titties ain't doing that, go ahead. Let them fall out. Let them fall. Let them titties pop out. So, damn, Kenya, booty. Why did Kenya have on that dress like that? Booty. I don't know why, but that shit was definitely some huge booty. I'm sorry, it had to be mentioned. So then, Peter says the boat ride was fun. Greg says he had to close his eyes when he had to close the left eye because the titty had popped out. So when he closed the left eye, the right eye had said, oh, no, bitch, I ain't do nothing. What you closing me for? And then it was like, but no, don't nobody want to see that. That's some, stuff that you shouldn't be saying right now. So close both eyes. And everybody on Twitter was confused about what the hell Greg was saying. So I hope I explained it and y'all understood that basically what he was saying was he saw the titty, but he hurry up and closed the eyes. That's what he was saying. He saw the titty. He definitely saw the titty. But anyway, Kenya is in the back of the car. They pass like a diamond store or some shit like that, and she goes in on the wedding rings, asking Walter, so what kind of diamond would you buy? I think this would be a beautiful place to get engaged, to elope. Like, bitch, we still dating. We what? What? You don't even know my middle name. You ain't even play jacks with me back in the day. Like, what you saying? Like, I don't understand. You have to go through things to get married to people. I know everybody is for this, getting married on the whim thing. That's all well and good. But in fucking real life, when there's no money involved, bitches take a little while before they decide if they're going to marry a nigga or not. Because we have to know if your potential is going to rise over the years, okay? And you have to think about these things, okay? And Kenya, you got your own money and all of that, but you need to understand that if you have as much self-confidence as you think that you have, your ass in no way, shape, or form should have to beg any man to put a ring, on your finger. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You shouldn't have to beg for a damn thing. I'm telling you right now, if I have to ask a motherfucker to marry me, we not getting married. I'm old school in some ways. I'm gonna let you know when I'm ready for this shit to happen. I'm gonna be like, so yeah. We around that time. We around that time. And then it's up to you to choose where, when, how, what, and all of that shit. Okay? I'm just saying. What you doing? What you doing? Get your life. Anyway, Kenya was being very thirsty this whole episode, and it was very embarrassing to watch. She's very entertaining, and you can tell that she, ramps the party up, but at the same damn time, she goes way too far into the air. I don't see it. Do y'all see it? I don't fucking see it. I don't know. Anyway, so everybody gets out. They take a boat ride to another boat ride to another boat ride, as Nene was saying, to get to another boat ride. Okay, and what basically had happened was, all the couples separated. And hold up, wait, what am I passing up? Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I passed up Phaedra. No, we didn't get to that part yet. What am I thinking about? Okay, anyway, Walter is like, you asking me too many questions, and Diamond shit went over his head. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm confusing because she talked about this shit so many times. There were so many different instances when this bitch was asking this man to marry her. I'm just saying, I got confused. I'm sorry. Anyway, so next part, Kenya talking about she going to get the top room in a car when they on their way to the hotel. Phaedra and Kenya are like, bitch, oh no, you're not. You invited yourself on our trip, so you gonna get the least of the fabulous rooms. You get the junior suite, bitch. Take your room, go relax your nerves, and calm the fuck down. She in the bed crying, putting a pillow over her face because she ain't got no bathtub. Walter told the bitch to take her medicine. Did you take your medicine, Kenya? Did you take your medicine? Kenya? Kenya is flipping the fuck out. And I'm like, I know this bitch got some pills. She must have took them get loose pills because she was happy. She was happy when it, after everything else. She was happy. So anyway, after that, everybody is out at the pool that night. Everybody chilling. Greg and Nene are over there talking. And I'm skipping this whole little hot tub thing with Phaedra and her old man. It was funny because she was talking about, don't nobody have no time for no bacterial vaginitis. I'm like, bitch, you did not call it the textbook version. You did not textbook version the bacterial vaginitis that you can get from getting into a nasty-ass hot tub with the penises and vaginas that may have had infections that could cause an infection in your vagina. And I'm just saying, I'm going to skip over that. I'm going to skip over that. Anyway, so, Nene and Peter were talking at the, everybody was downstairs at the pool having a good time. Apollo and them are in the pool. Walter's in the pool. Everybody's having a good time. Nene asked Peter boo times, and I understand what she do because I hate when I be trying to ask a motherfucker something and the mood is the way it is, and you ask them something and they can't hear you, so then you gotta repeat yourself like 5 times, and then you get annoyed and the mood is over and you don't even want to know no more. But anyway, she asks you like, what's holding him back? And I'm like, what you mean what's holding him back? He there on this bitch kissing feet and singing songs and reciting poetry, bitch. What you talking about? What's holding him back? What? Which y'all ain't did it. Don't lie to me. Anyway, I don't know what that was about, but maybe we'll find out. But she totally got distracted because this is when Apollo's ass got out the pool. And Nene, being a real bitch, is like, your teeny tiny ass, why don't you, put a shirt on with that little shit, them little ass muscles. Go ahead somewhere, little boy. That's how she was doing it. What can you do? Can you come and push Apollo in the pool? Phaedra face. Man, Man, that would have been a fight for any other ignorant bitch. But Phaedra knows how to play the game, and that's what I love about Miss Phaedra. So when Kenya, when Paolo got out the pool, he picked Kenya up. When y'all tell y'all he scooped that ass, it was hands on ass the whole way. He scooped her ass up and threw her in the pool too. And everybody around that bitch was uncomfortable. Okay, everybody around that bitch was uncomfortable. And Peter instantly goes to Phaedra. It's all right, just calm down. Don't fuck up the good time. Just calm down. It's okay. Everybody's out here. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Just calm down. You know what I mean? Because he saw it. Him and Greg looked at each other like, this nigga crazy. Like, that's how they looked at each other. I'm sorry. I get in my head and it just be gone. Anyway, Phaedra was like, no, bitch. Oh, no, we don't play those games. Oh, no, bitch. We don't play those games. Anyway, the next morning, Phaedra comes downstairs to breakfast in a thong, bathing suit, and a mesh dress over it. Her ass was completely out. Cynthia had to pull out the fan because she was getting turned on in this motherfucker. And all I gotta say is, put it away, Phaedra. Put it away. But nicely played, bitch. Nicely played. We can move that chest. Phaedra knocks over Kenya's bitch. Right there. Knocked over your fake booty. Bitch knocked it over. We're playing chess. Yes, this is not a checkers game. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. So, Nene comes down there or whatever, and Nene was saying, why I gotta catch another boat, to get to the island. So they finally get to they y'all see that black plastic bag that flew in Nene's face when they was on the boat. That shit was too funny. That just be like on one of them fucking shows like In Living Color when somebody be like on a boat or some shit and the shit be going up and down, and then like you'll see a little something fly past, and then all of a sudden like a bag come, then a cup come, then like buku other trash just start coming all in the motherfucker face. Like that's what I thought was gonna happen. It was funny to me. Anyway, so and she was funny to me. Anyway, so everybody separates, the couple separate, and of course, this is the time when I thought we was talking about it because Kenya once again brings up eloping to Walter. Walter is not trying to hear that shit. He's not here for it. I don't understand why she's not catching the hints that ain't nobody gonna marry your hoe ass. Ain't nobody gonna marry your crazy ass. You express very hoe-like tendencies. You on more than one occasion have flirted with other niggas in front of this man, and you think he gonna wanna wife you? Stop it. You're being insane. Stop it, bitch. You more ridiculous than the Chick-fil-A bowl. Okay? That's how fucking ridiculous you are. More than a Chick-fil-A bowl, okay? And that shit was damn ridiculous. LSU, what was you thinking? Anyway, so Walter said, hold your breath for 3 days, bitch. I hope you die. Anyway, so Candy and her man were having drinks. And they weren't really talking about nothing. But the only reason I brought it up is because she was talking about how when she drinks, she don't really drink. But when she do drink, the last time she did was the first time, I guess, or whatever. It make her a little warm down there. And I said, girl, I know. That's why I don't like to drink the wine at church. Because y'all know I'm Catholic, right? Yeah, I'm Catholic. And, when you drink the little wine at church, you be walking back to the pew and all of a sudden things go astray. Okay? I don't understand. I don't want to be in that mind frame when I'm in church. It makes me feel like a heathen. And, it just don't make you feel right. But I know, girl, I know what you're talking about. Alcohol is known to pulsate the vaginitis. I'm sorry. The vagina. I'm sorry. Anyway, yes, everything, whenever Candy is on screen, you sure you're going to get some sexual talk. And that's what I love about Candy. Like, I hate when a whole bunch of grown-ass women get together and everybody act like they don't know shit about fucking. Like, get the hell out of my room. Anyway, they have a little party. And, of course, Phaedra has met up with the ministers of hospitality. And they got some fucking dancers. And the dancers came out there, and the dancers was fucking shaking and riding and shit and working it out and all of that type of stuff. And everybody's having a good time. And then Kenya says, y'all, let's dance with them and all that. So they start dancing with the girls. Y'all, I could have died. Did he say, y'all ain't teaching me nothing? I've been doing this shit for 100 years. I was like, Nene, say that shit. Say that shit. She ain't never scared to say I was a stripper, bitch. I know how to take my coins and go home. You ain't never about to catch me slipping that night. You ain't never about to get sex in my champagne rum out this bitch. Oh, no. Woo! Anyway, don't nobody want to think about that. I'm sorry, y'all. I was looking at it and I was like, I know, I don't want to think about it. Let Greg think. And Greg was shaking his head like, yeah, she used to do the same shit. She used to shake her ass just like that. I remember. That's what made me wife her. I don't know. Hoes stay winning. Anyway, so this shit turns completely left. And when I say shit turned completely left, I mean my fucking ass was all the way on the West Coast when I said my shit turned left, okay? So Kenya took this time to show her ass shaking skills, not on her man, but on Cynthia's man. And Cynthia's man decided that Cynthia came and she wanted to shake her real little jiggly ass on him too. She trying to get into it. She doing her little white girl jiggle because, she don't really know how to, isolate the ass muscles in order to make them jump like Kenya was doing. I mean, that's only because Kenya had a big ass before. She know what she doing. She know how to move that fake thing around. So, shit's getting kind of out of hand because Phaedra's uncomfortable because Walter's sitting right here. Walter don't really give a fuck. Walter's all sunk into his shit looking at it. He don't really give a fuck. As long as her ass is shaking somewhere, that's all he cares about. So Peter is still turned with his penis facing her ass. And I'm like, your wife's ass is on your ass. So why don't you turn the fuck around and stop looking like an asshole and put your dick on your wife's ass and let this bitch rub her big fat ass on your ass? You can still feel it. But I'm gonna need for you to understand what's happening right now. This bitch is either been drinking too much or she just want to flirt with everybody, man, that ain't hers, okay? I don't know what the fuck is the deal. But in the commercial break, when they show you the little shit, little small little skit shit thing they be doing, did y'all see when Nene tooted her ass over towards Walter and Walter so-called got on the hard? Walter ain't get on no goddamn hard with her talking about put a pillow over the dick. He ain't get on no hard for that nasty shit. He used to that shit. He tired of that crazy bitch. He is tired of her. The only reason he came on this trip is to look at other island bitches, okay? Ain't nobody gonna, say no to a fucking vacation, all right? That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I wasn't here for that either. And I was like, no, she did not do that. So everybody's kind of uncomfortable with this situation, but somehow they start talking to this Filipino dude. And Kenya is flirting and talking about, how beautiful black people and Filipino people make babies and how he should donate sperm. And Candy is like, bitch, you are out of pocket. All the way out of pocket. Your man is sitting right over there and you asking this Filipino dude for his sperm. Really? Okay. Would you like it in your mouth or in your hand? Or on your ass? I'd say on. Anyway, did y'all see Nene flick her tongue at Greg? I could have passed the fuck out. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's like watching your parents do it. I'm not here for that. Anyway, so Walter is really like whatever to this shit. Well, they kind of separated the groups. And Peter saying to Apollo, when you picked up Kenya, I looked at Greg and I was like, man, we couldn't do no shit like that. Cynthia was like, no, you could, but you couldn't do no shit like that and sleep in the bed with me. So as this talk is happening, Phaedra is already kind of getting heated. You can see it on her face. Kenya walks over there and asks Phaedra if she could give Apollo a birthday present. What would it be? Now, y'all know she giving her the whole little scenario from her movie Twi, right? Which is for her old man birthday. She gave a threesome with a crazy bitch. Y'all gotta see that. It's a good movie, okay? I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Twi, the first one, I got that shit on DVD. I got actually all of them on DVD because I like nasty movies. But that was a good movie. It was. Corrupt. Anyway, so Phaedra said, go ahead with that bullshit before I get mad. Nah, I don't play about my husband. We gonna have a problem. You can show me the inside of your coochie, bitch. You can bend a corner all you want to. I can't believe she bent a corner on fucking Peter like that. Bitch, you can't be bending a corner on nobody, man, like that. She bent a corner. It's a bent a corner. What the fuck? I'm not here for it, y'all. I'm really not. But anyway, y'all. Next episode, we can see that Phaedra is going to tell her to back the fuck up off that. And then somehow Nene is going to be talking to Kenya about Kenya and Walter not really seeming like a couple. And then she gets all defensive and they start a little scuffle. But anyway, all that shit going to happen in the next episode. And the shit looks spicy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you come back for my next review. I hope you like. I hope you comment. I hope you subscribe if you already haven't. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my YouTube fam. Some YouTubers you should check out if you don't already know about them. Much love from Nina. Ashley Shy Miller, a Seek 1118 for your natural hair needs. If you into that, that's my girl. She goes all the way hard in the paint. And who else? I'm the Realist is back on the scene. She's been doing videos. Chamomile. 4 is Rocks. Who else? Closet Freak, Mr. Still Standing. Wait. Yeah, that's all my people that I wanted to send shout outs to that I could think of. If I missed you, I'm so very sorry. You know I love you if I talk to you. So, yeah, shout out to everybody. I love everybody. I hope you enjoy your Sunday evening, and I will see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.